here in the Boneyard, man. Once again, we're rocking out the shows. We got a very special guest tonight, man. Please introduce yourself. Let us know what you do.
Hi, y'all. My name is Vic, and I am the vocalist of a band called Pistacia. We are a metalcore new metal band from Boston, and ready to
Yeah.
just fuck shit up.
Well, I
Talk
was
about the band.
gonna ask about like where you guys were out of because I don't know. We deal with people all over the world. Really, we just had a band, Filet from Norway, and then right after that we had Hunting Giants from BC,
Oh my
and
god,
then tonight you guys are in Boston. Fuck, you're the closest band I've interviewed in a long time, man. That's awesome.
that's sick that you're getting people from all over. Yeah, man. I each of the members are from like a different state, but like we all came together in Boston. We met in school, so
Oh, I was like, so when you guys all met in school, was that like college or high school
yes.
or
Yeah,
college?
sorry.
Eh?
Yeah, we all met in college. Because the thing about like my college is like if you listen to metal, you'll find the kids that
Yeah,
listen to metal. That's usually true for like any environment, but especially like I don't know. It's just so easy to tell, you know.
yeah. Oh, it is totally right.
Mhm.
You can always tell. Even like Hollywood, when I first met her, she's the one that did the emailing in the beginning and set up the
Mhm.
interview and stuff with you guys tonight for us. And when we first met, I was like, "Ah, you're a metalhead." Fuck, walk right over. And next thing you know, she loved what I do here, and then she's like, "How can I help you?" I'm like, "Oh well, for real? How about you do this?" And the metal community is so fucking strong and so such a big family no matter where you go in the world. It's
Yes.
unreal.
Yes, I agree. I've branched out I listen to basically all subgenres of metal,
Yeah.
and each scene there's a close knit community, but the the camaraderie is there no matter where.
Hmm.
Like you said,
Yeah.
like just any scene I'm involved in is just genuine good people, you know?
Yeah, it's amazing actually. You can almost go anywhere I've ever been for a show, whether it's been like down through the US where you guys are and shit, across Canada. When I was overseas, we did Death Fest with South Africa. I didn't know anybody there except for a
Mhm.
couple of the bands. I knew a few of the guitar players and the one singer and shit. And then Ilsa from Stone Daisies, huge shout out to
Okay.
her. She does the same shit, but she does it out of South Africa. So we kind of teamed up for a bit, and then like it was like I knew everybody as soon as the music started. Boom, into the pit. We're all buddies now. Now we're hugging, shaking hands, buying drinks
Yes,
after each
yes.
set. You know, it was just fantastic, right? So I guess as a female in what used to be a male dominated fucking scene, which
Mhm.
since I've been doing the show, we probably are 60% female lead singer shit with the
Sick.
bands we've had, right? So
Mhm.
how does that feel to be on top of what used to be, a male dominated scene, right?
Right. Um, it feels pretty damn good. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
No
I
doubt, right?
like growing up, my influences were all men. Um,
Mm-hmm.
primarily Gerard Way. But I'll get into that in a second.
Yep.
So, but I'll get my fair share of like crude comments, just
Oh,
like people who don't even make music will tell me I'm doing something wrong. You know, uh,
yeah.
people like to just put you down just because of the way you look, but I have also received like a tremendous wave of support. Like you said, like in the metal community, like you'll just find that people are on a whole more accepting than you would think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the only time I would get like any sort of hate is on the internet, but that's very, very, very different.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when you're not face to face with someone, you have the eh, confidence to
It's
be
easier
like
to
a
tune out in
douche.
that sense. You're like keyboard warrior. It's probably
Yeah,
some dude eating a fucking hot dog, can't get out of his chair.
yeah,
you
literally,
know, like
literally. a fucking
Yeah.
neck beard who can't scream telling me I'm doing it wrong, you know?
No.
But yeah, no, I've gotten a great amount of support, especially from women and girls, young women who want to get into this field.
Yeah.
Um, I've had someone say that their 10-year-old daughter was like, "Oh my God, mom, I want to do that." Like she saw me on stage last year in Ohio, and she was like, she just wanted that, and I just thought that was beautiful. So
her her life dream now, because they tell you, we talked about this the other night. As soon as you get out of high school, you're going to college to do your career. You're like, I don't even fucking barely spell fucking, English, let alone go be an English major and shit, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
for someone that young to see you on stage and be like, that's what I'm going to do, that's pretty amazing right there,
yeah.
man. It's going to be humbling, eh? Like,
Yeah, yeah. And like on this small scale like that I am at the moment, like it meant the world to me. So like I if I'm gonna keep going, it's gonna be for that, you know.
yeah, yeah, no doubt, right? That even that moment just will always carry you through those kind of rougher times until another moment comes, like, so being on stage, like, you guys have a lot of energy for what I can tell. How do you go, as you said, you're on a smaller scale in that sense, with all that energy on a small stage? How do you contain all that, man?
Honestly, I don't know. It's just what we know. That plain and simple, it's what we know.
Yeah.
Like my bandmates, they have been in bands for years. Oh my God, my fucking guitarist has been in like metal and hard rock bands since like he was like 12. Like so they've been doing this like most of their lives. I have been on the stage most of my life, but I've only started doing metal in like 2019.
Oh, so you're kind of new to doing how did you figure out the growl and shit in such a short, or is that something you've kind of always done?
Um, I'm a classically trained vocalist, so like I started off with
Yeah.
like opera and stuff. Um, then eventually I've always listened to metal,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that I could do that. Like seriously, up until 2017, I didn't know that I had the anatomy for that.
No way, eh?
Yeah, in 2017, someone showed me Ginger, and I was like, "What the?" Like,
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't know because I've
yeah.
never heard a woman scream before. I did not know it was possible. I thought I just
Yeah.
didn't have the right body for it. So it's 2017. I'm watching videos, just learning what I can from the internet. Then I formed my band in 2019.
Wow, eh? That's a pretty amazing, man. Even the band Filet from Norway, he kind of did the University of YouTube and learned how to do what they're very heavy and very aggressive with their growl as well, actually. And when we were working on the bus after work there, my boss plays for Fortunate Losers, who we actually have a private show coming up this weekend with them, undisclosed location and shit. We don't need
Sweet.
100 people showing up, but as cool as that would be, right? But
Yeah.
I threw on your stuff and they didn't believe me it was a female vocalist, man. I'm like, oh,
What?
100%, but so I pulled it up on YouTube. Check it out, motherfucker. Like, this is who's on the show tonight. So it was a song. The cat did it, or
Yeah, it was the cat. Mhm.
yeah, okay. That's what I could find on YouTube because I was at work, shitty fucking service and shit, right? But
Yeah, I hear
to
you.
do the video, did you guys do that yourself, or was that kind of?
Yeah, basically. I had like an idea for like a concept or whatever.
Mhm.
And then my our drummer Thompson was like scrolling through Instagram and found a videographer for us
Hmm.
who is just basically one of our peers. Nothing too crazy. His other like prerequisites was just like guitar cover videos on Instagram.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
they're such
okay.
high quality where we're like, "Yo, can you do a music video for us?" And then he did that. That was fucking crazy. I
No
felt
way,
so
man.
legit. I was like, whoa, that's me. Like,
Right? How
that's
many
my
times did you watch it after it come out? Where you're like, fucking,
quite a bit. Like my mom,
yeah.
oh my God, she has been annoying my brothers on repeat in the house. On
No
repeat.
way, for
Yeah.
real. So like your
They're-
mom's a big supporter with
yeah.
the music as far
Yeah.
as on your side goes, yeah.
Yes. My father as well. They're our biggest fans for sure.
That's awesome, man. I find that a lot too in the metal scene. Like we've been dabbling in and had some R&B artists and some rap artists on the last little bit, and the community there seems to be shit. No offense to the music, but they always
Hmm.
seem to be competing with each other, trying to push
Mm,
each other off the ladder instead of, hey, I'm headlining. You're playing for me right before I play. You know,
right.
helping you up that ladder and shit. It's
Hmm.
fucking weird. I don't know. I don't get it. You
Yeah.
know, you think everybody would be doing that for each other in the music
Right.
industry, especially being so tough. Like, fuck, we all, especially now with the internet and shit, how do
Yeah.
you get above all that noise? You guys have a fair bit on the YouTube for what I've seen for views and shit like that, right? So
Yeah. It's like you said, like being that the music industry is just more accessible. And
mm,
while that is really like that's good, that's cool.
no,
It just makes everything so much more competitive. You could go viral like 10 times, but that won't mean
yeah,
shit unless you
no,
have uh, something different, something more niche. Like I'm a female vocalist, no one cares anymore.
no.
Like
Well, in the
like
same
yes,
sense,
but
there's a lot of
also
you guys now. You're almost
yes.
dominating the industry at the moment, like
Mhm.
Ginger, O-Top, Last
Yes.
Dance, or fucking Your Last Wish with Roxanne in Montreal. That's a
Yes.
band you should check if you don't already know.
I
Empire
do.
the
I
More.
do listen to them. Yeah.
Yeah, they were one of the first bands I ever interviewed, man. Fuck, drove all the way to
Wow.
Quebec. I got so drunk I left my passport, most of my gear at their house and shit. Oh, I made it. It was not very professional on my end, that's for sure, right? So I had them back on a little bit later, almost a year and a bit later, and then made a legit actual show with them,
Okay.
right? But yeah,
There you
right.
go. It wasn't too
Yeah,
bad like an impression or whatever. I'm
no,
glad.
so but Empire the More too, she sings a lot of fucking opera within the metal music they play. They're
Oh,
out
I
of
love that.
Montreal as well,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, I love that. Like I was saying, like it's not that like no one cares, but you need something so much more besides that.
Mm, yeah,
Um, and for me, like what my niche is, I'm still figuring it out, but I think that my goal is like to be the band that kids now missed out on. Kids who or people rather who are just discovering Pierce the Veil, just
yeah,
discovering My Chemical Romance, asking Alexandria of Mice and Men, the people who missed out on MySpace.
yeah.
I want
MySpace, I
to
still have one
yeah.
MySpace probably, man. Fucking.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, right. Oh,
So what I want is to become my own hero because none of those bands were fronted by women. I mean, there was I Wrestled a Bear once,
yeah,
but
but
they weren't in the forefront,
yeah.
and that's my goal. I
No,
guess
that's a
that's my
pretty
thing.
good goal to have, though. Like, it's pretty inspiring too to hear no matter what, we all kind of have that same dream. Like, why
Yeah.
can't we help each other complete that dream one way or another in that sense, you know?
Yes, I agree.
But the metal community, once again, is fucking amazing, man. Like,
Hmm.
I love so when it comes to writing your lyrics and everything, how do you, I don't know, I picture you, no offense, a little girl with her legs crossed, writing in her diary
Yeah,
those are her lyrics in that sense. Like, how do you bring them to the stage so aggressively in that sense? Like,
because I write it
regardless what you're
aggressively.
saying in that sense. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because like
Like,
okay, so I mostly write about mental illness
yeah,
because I have just like diarrhea for a brain. which is
Yeah. So
fine.
like
I mean, I create.
ADHD and shit, right? Like,
Yeah, the list goes on, honestly.
yeah. Yeah, I
uh,
know, right?
I'm an artist, I wouldn't
Yeah,
be one like without half of it.
I
But
hear you.
yeah, so I write a lot about either like specific symptoms or like a diagnosis in general. It was the
Mm,
cat is about self-harm. Uh so like it has such like a pretty chorus when really like I'm talking about how these bad thoughts are like always following you.
mm. You can
So when it
smile and shake hands and say hello, but in the inside you're just fucking burning. You know,
yes, yes,
burn this
exactly.
fucking place down.
Exactly. Like I'm literally dancing in the video during the chorus
Yeah.
because just to represent, how we have to mask that pain for everyday life
Mm.
cuz living with mental illness, you have no fucking choice. You're going
Oh,
to starve otherwise,
yeah. That's another big thing I've noticed since doing the show is focusing on music and shit the last 2.5 years, I guess. And mental illness and addiction always come up, seem to be a weekly, regular conversation with people, which I've been through both. I still struggle with both in that sense. Like, so I get it, being a musician myself and stuff, and then trying to promote and do all this. It's like,
It's a
holy fuck,
lot.
my brain's all over, man. People are like, how do you
Yeah.
keep it together? Ah, bush beer, baby.
No,
You know?
I hear you. I don't remember what this is, but I hear you. I'm right
Hey,
there with you.
cheers,
Yeah.
right? I only
For
know
real.
this because it's
Cheers.
on the label, right?
Oh my god, literally same.
And this
So,
here is the THC drink, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm doubling down today, right?
hell yeah,
But
that is so cool. I recently got THC infused pickles.
no, what? Like, did
Yeah.
they come in a bag like they do in the fucking gas station or
No,
no?
it's literally like a container of pickles and he just put tincture in it.
No way. Wow,
Yeah, I
man.
had one slice. I could not talk by the end of the evening.
No way. Hey, you
Yeah.
guys are in Boston. You're pretty close. We're throwing a big Halloween special, the Canadian Invasion, fucking with Thy Enemy and then the Kingdom of Nightmare over in Maine. Now, this year we don't have a spot left. We've booked our stage already totally
Mm-hmm.
up. Next year, fucking you guys could play. That'd be sick. But I'll
Say
send you the
less.
address. Come on down. $10 a head. BYOB. Fucking, it's
I love that.
not really that far from you, man. I'll hook you up with the flyer and the info and stuff, right?
It's really not. So it's like it's in Canada.
No, it's in Maine. So we're in the US, right? So
I'm in Maine all the time. Oh my god, I'm gonna write that down.
are you? Oh man. How do you not know Bronson and them?
I don't know. Okay,
Thy
all by all the time,
Kingdom
I'm in like 4 times, but that's a lot for me.
yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah, I know, I hear it. I say that a lot too. I've only been there a couple times, right? Oh, I'm there all
Yeah,
the time. I'm coming, right?
yeah. Like okay, Maine.
Yeah, I'll send you
The
all the info
I'd
after
love
the
that.
show, man.
I'd
Yeah.
love that. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. That'd be awesome. Check it out. Maybe next year you guys play on the stage with everybody, right?
I would love that.
But this year I'm bringing Dead Man's Prophecy out of Montreal and Last Dance Amongst Wolves, who were two. Dave, the drummer, what fuck? I gotta say, he's one of my good friends, man. He's like a brother to me, right?
Yeah.
I go there all the time. I've been there once, but it was a great weekend. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
fucking, I've had them on the show a bunch of times now, right? And then now I finally get them get on one of my stages, right? Like this is gonna be sick. Like,
Oh,
but and then we have Andrew Joseph coming out of Woodstock coming with us as well, right? So that's why we're calling it the Canadian Invasion this year, and it's an
okay.
'80s themed costume party too. So
Fun.
yeah, and for you, we'll give you all the food you need too. I'm already cooking and buying for the bands, and me and Bronston's old lady are gonna split all that up and stuff, right? So, your
Sweet.
food's covered. All you gotta do is get there. $10 at the door. Fucking good to go.
That's so fun. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Do you know the Okay. I'm like super interested. That sounds like a
Mm.
really good time.
I'll definitely send you the info and stuff, man. Like as soon as the show's done, I can do it through. Is it the same email we've been talking through tonight or
Yeah.
whatever? Or
That's
okay,
a
perfect.
great email to contact me through.
Yeah, my email's hit and miss. I get so much junk mail and shit. And then just with John Asher, and then another production company out of Australia there, Overdrive Productions, and then RFL Records out of Florida and California with Sam and Dangerous Doug and them. It's like, so
I feel you.
when I seen yours come in today, as soon as you said you were the guest star on that, and then it comes up instantly, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, I had to choose my subject very carefully. But like I got so nervous because I was like, oh my God, I didn't ask like how it was gonna be handled and whatnot. Do they have my Skype info? I got so nervous.
Yeah.
But everything's good.
Just send you the link. That's the best part I like about, even though we pay for this to have our monthly shows or whatever, it's worth it, man. Just send.
Yeah.
I can send the link to your phone via text, and you can be on the show. Boom, fucking live.
That is so
right?
cool.
So,
yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is a very amazing setup. It's very like straightforward, simple, easy, and there's a waiting room to check out your camera and stuff. Like this has gone very smoothly, which I love.
Hopefully you hoped it went like this, in that sense, right? But expecting the worst, prepare for the worst, but hope for the best, right?
Because like I've had like an interview before where it was just, let's just say it was a mess. Like getting into the meeting was just so much work that it was rough.
I have had, I would say, out of 300 plus interviews now, or whatever it's been, fuck's probably over that now. I've had like 4 times where like the sound didn't work, but then we just reloaded and it fucking came in, or it was something to do on their end where they had to hit their setting to allow it to read their mic. But other than that, it's mainly the internet cutting out now and again, fucking having to jump back in, It's like, oh.
Right.
So a huge shout out to Restream. That's what I use, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully they hear that and sponsor us. Let us do it for free now.
That'd be sick.
Right. So what's the biggest tour you guys have been on? I know you're fairly new and stuff, and the world's just opening and stuff, but you said you went up to Ohio and shit, did a tour.
Yeah. We haven't had any like clear tour. We've just done like shows sporadically. But the biggest thing we did was we played Incarceration last year. So that's why we were in Ohio. But we do have like a small tour coming up, and that's going to be like our first like legit one. So
nice. You guys just, I guess, strictly U.S. or just within the state and stuff, or
within the states?
Within the states.
Yeah, within the states. Yeah, we stay northeast because that's just what's in the cards right now. But we're gonna start moving south in the summer.
Oh, nice, eh? I know I'm working on a festival next year. I shouldn't even say anything, but down in Texas with good buddies of mine, Alex out of Cauterize, and a bunch of the bands down there. They kind of want to do a 2-day festival. I was like, well, dude, I'll bring fucking 9 bands if you want, right?
Yeah.
I'm just a phone call away, right? A couple of dollars, So
hell yeah!
we'll
I hear the
see,
scene in Texas is sick.
Oh man, it's unreal. They're telling me about it all the time. I'm like, well, put the bands in touch with me, man, or send me the links.
Yeah.
It's just inundated with music from there. Montreal is a huge thing. BC and Vancouver kind of area is definitely huge right now.
Yeah, so I hear.
Yeah, Maine, where we're heading, they've got a great fucking metal scene there, man. Unreal. Montreal is definitely top of the list right now.
Oh yeah, I've caught a few shows in Maine.
Yeah.
And New Hampshire. That's I frequent there. I really do.
Yeah. That might actually be where the show is. You'll see. I'll send you the address and shit.
We'll figure it out together.
I grew up in the South through Georgia, Florida, Mississippi and shit. Where I spent a lot of my time, But I'm in Canada.
I'm from North Carolina.
No way, North Carolina?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Jacksonville. My dad was in the Navy, so.
Shit, man. Yeah, I was gonna say I spent a lot of time in Charleston and stuff there when I grew up that way, right? And then Savannah down in Georgia, obviously, and then
love Savannah.
Yeah, it's so amazing there. I got stung by my 3rd time I was in the ocean, was in Savannah, and 3 times in a row I've been stung by a jellyfish. Like, I think it's 5 now. Every time I go in the ocean, no matter, oh, there's nothing here dangerous. Fuck, go in, boof, jellyfish. Ah,
Oh
fuck.
my God.
You're right.
You must
Yeah,
be a
5
magnet
times.
for it.
I, I'm probably not gonna swim in the ocean anymore. To tell you the truth, I'm pretty
That's
nervous.
that's valid. I wouldn't either. After the fifth,
Right?
actually, maybe after the third, I wouldn't.
I tried around 5 times. I wanted to get in every ocean almost. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Travel around.
that's a good point. That's a good
So
point.
maybe next time I'll just dip my toe in the Pacific there and be like,
That
yeah, I'm
counts.
done.
That
It does,
counts.
right? 100%. So do you travel much or in general
Um,
or?
yes, but not very far.
Mm,
I love New England.
mm,
I frequent Vermont. I think it's the most
Vermont's
beautiful
gorgeous.
state I've ever been.
Mm,
Um, and I've traveled I've driven from Oregon to Boston. So I've seen like a bit of the West,
yeah,
the
central.
Midwest. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then all of the states in the South from Texas to North Carolina. I've
Oh, right across, of course, right.
Yeah.
My,
Um, but Vermont just tops them all, you know? So I go there
yeah,
a lot and just states throughout New England for shows. That's
yeah. Like as much as
pretty much.
Georgia feels like home when I roll, as soon as I cross that border, well, there's fucking South Carolina or fucking what is it, Alabama's on the other side or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck it is in Florida. It's like I'm home, but I can never find a place there that I want to be in. You know, it's
Right.
always like, I gotta hit the road again. Brr, off
Hmm.
I go, right? I got a little nomad tattooed here. He's a little skeleton punk with the mohawk, with his
Love
little
that.
wee fucking stick and bag on the
Oh,
back,
sick.
walking the tracks into the sunset.
I
That's my
love
art
that.
piece, right? So, and then I'm getting the world tattooed here and my compass, right? And then
Oh,
over here, I'll
wow.
do my star chart and everything. So I'll always know
Hmm.
where I'm going, right?
I love that. You know, it has so
Yeah,
much like meaning to you. Like that's a
yeah.
good
That's
idea.
so personal. All my tats, even my chest, my thigh tattoo here. I got Woodstock '99 when we went there. I'm the
Oh
only one
yeah?
out of the 4 of us that fucking even got the tattoo after the show, you know. But
Oh
I,
wow.
I got her, baby. I got a couple little wee ones here that I'll probably cover up, finish them up with. So from my knees to here will be all one big tot, and then my arms will be a piece come up into my neck and stuff.
Cool. I
Yeah,
love that.
I got
Mine,
her all
I
planned.
have a few. They're not they're all like horror and gore related.
Yeah, hey man, that's all
I
right.
love them. So like on my
Yeah.
elbow, I think I could show you. On my elbow I have like a hammer and like teeth with like blood and stuff.
Oh, that's cool, man.
And on my calf I have a microwave with a severed foot in it.
That's kind of cool though, man. Fucking
It
severed
is.
footed, you know, like
Yeah. I love it so much, you
yeah.
know.
Oh, I'm right
Sorry.
into the horrors. I'm more sci-fi, I guess, alien kind of shit and stuff like
Sick.
that, right? So movies, let's get it. What's the all-time horror movie that you like go to when you're like, I want to fucking, I'm watching this. You know what I mean?
Hellraiser 2.
For real, those are fucking Hellraiser, and then there was the Thing. That was a
Oh.
big one. I seen that, rented that. Remember when VHS? And
Yes.
up here we have a thing, Canadian Tires, where you kind of like it's almost like a Home Depot kind of deal. But back in the day, you used to be able to rent VHS in the corner of the store, man. So I was like 4 or 5
Really?
years old, man, and I was like, I want to rent that. My dad let me rent it. Put it in the fucking VHS thing, pop it in. I lasted till the dog started puking and dying in the back, and then made a metamorphosis. I took off running, right?
Oh
I'm
my
out of here,
gosh.
man. But ever since then, yeah, that movie's been number one for me for sure, right? Then
Yeah.
Hellraisers, Exorcist was a big one.
Yes. I love Suspiria a lot.
Oh,
That's
that's a
actually
good
my
one
next
though.
tattoo is the ballerina from the poster.
No way, yeah, that's cool,
Yeah.
man. That's
Um
cool.
I like the newer one too, but I look at it as like a completely different thing, you know?
Yeah, you have to though, especially when it comes to the remakes and shit. You
Hmm.
know.
Yeah. There's gonna be a Hellraiser remake, which I'm excited for it, but it's
Yeah.
again separate thing,
Yeah,
you
and
know?
apparently Mike Myers, they're coming out with the final movie. Apparently,
Oh
like
wow.
I don't know. It's whispers in the wind right now. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
My dog is trying to play with me.
Oh,
Come. His name is Chowder.
oh, hey, Chowder. Oh, you got a little wee pocket dog. That's so cool.
Yeah. He is stinky and likes to play.
Yeah, my dog was like that. He'd find dead stuff in the yard and roll in it, and then come back and jump in your lap. You're like, what the fuck?
He likes he likes to eat rabbit shit, then try to kiss you after.
No way, eh?
He
I don't know why
sucks.
dogs
I
do
love
that.
him.
They just eat whatever and then fucking come up and sit right in your lap and lick your face. And
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck, man?
He's so funny.
Drink some water first, at least.
For
You
real.
know?
And fucking some Listerine, you know?
Right? So you're an animal person then, obviously, if you have a dog or whatever. Is it just the
Yes.
one pet? Just the
Yep.
one, eh?
Yep. Just
Did,
just this
did,
little guy.
is he going to go on tour with you and shit or what?
I feel like he'd be so overwhelmed.
Yeah?
He does love car rides. He does. He sits right on my neck like a pillow.
Mm.
Because he's small enough to. But he he'd be so excited. He just one thing about
Yeah.
him is he likes to open people's hands. Say like your
Oh,
hands like
yeah.
on your lap. He like, tries to open it to put a toy in there so you could throw it.
Oh. Oh, okay, okay. So
He's a stinker. He's very smart.
yeah, he's probably hyper too. Lots of energy, that one. Yeah.
Yep. It's the half
I used to
Chihuahua
have a
in him.
dog, Bender. I actually got him, buddy. He owed me money. So when I showed up to his house, I took the dog instead, right? Just take this dog. Don't worry about your money, man. Dog, it looked terrible. This dog looked like it was having a horrible, was going to have a horrible life, right?
Yeah.
But I got the dog. I got him chipped, got him a passport. That dog traveled the world with me, man. Fuck. Till he
Wow.
was about, give or take, I didn't even know his age when I got him, but he was probably about 8 years old, and then he retired at my parents' farm, and then he died out there, right? Peaceful.
Wow.
After traveling the world, he went and retired, lived on the farm, fucking, right? So I felt like I did good, you know, but
Right. That's amazing. I'm glad you're able to do that for that dog.
oh, he was the best dog ever, man.
Hmm.
Called him Bender, a Futurama, right?
I love that show. I do it too. I was like, is
Oh
that
man,
for Futurama?
I do that at work. I'll like, oh, I gotta go for a minute. Come back up the ladder. I'm back, baby. Jump
Yeah,
down like
yeah.
Bender. Yeah. Nobody gets it though. No one has a clue
Oh,
what I'm doing. You know, it's like
oh my God.
yeah.
It's such a good show. Are they still coming out with a movie or did they make that up?
I I hope so, man.
Me
I heard,
too.
like you said, whispers in the wind. You know, but I fucking hope so, 100%.
Yeah. Same here. Ah, such a good show.
Yeah. So when you guys are on stage and shit, do you like? Does everyone paint up? Like, you guys have outfits you wear? Or is it just whatever you fucking have on that day? 'Cause
Um,
I don't know. Pet peeve of mine is you show up in your jeans and t-shirt, fucking jam
yeah,
out your rips. Like, come on, man! I paid $50 to be here, bud. You know?
right. I um I try to just do something like consistent. My
Mhm.
favorite thing to do is have everyone like match me. So we'll be like all black and you have to have a hint of red. So
Yeah.
like our bassist will have like a red choker, guitars will have his red Vans on. Um our other guitarist will have on a red shirt, you know, so it's like a theme, so much as a
Yeah.
uniform, you know?
That's cool, man. That's it shows like I didn't just, get off work and jump on stage, you know what
I
I mean? Like
know.
I've seen so many bands do that. It's like, but they sound good and shit. They're still
Right.
awesome, but it's like, come on, man, come on.
For real. We want something cool to look at. That's the
Yeah.
point of a
Like
performance.
anytime I'm jamming on stage, my bass was painted. I wore like a fucking, like you said, I had a little wee get up I always had on and shit, right? Like try to move around as much as possible, you know.
Yeah. And I love
But
that.
you,
We aim for the same
yeah,
thing.
I've noticed just from the videos and stuff I've seen, you guys, you're one guitar player, man. And I've never been able to do it, but like whip his head around while he's just ripping this. Like, I
That's
know
the
you
one
can't
who's been in
explain it, you
bands since
know.
he was like 12.
Yeah,
That's the one who's been in
so
bands like all his life. That's
yeah,
just he eats,
that's just
sleeps,
him
and
right
breathes
there.
guitar. Yeah. His name is
Him in his
Ben.
rawest form. Ooh.
Yes,
Right.
literally. He's amazing on guitar and I love the way he performs. He just doesn't stop moving. At some point,
Mm.
the guys will end up just moshing on stage. Like there was this meme going around on Facebook like your performance matters more than you missing a note,
Yeah,
you know? Because like when it
it's
comes
so
to
true.
live performance, like people want to see something. They want to,
Mm.
they could stream your music on Spotify later, you know, like
Yeah, no,
yes,
exactly.
nail your music, but like move a bit, you know?
That's why, like, I do the show live, uncut, no different than the band getting on stage and doing a performance. I'm kind of in the same hand doing the same thing. The show sucks because of me. I didn't talk it up. I didn't ask the right questions. You know what I mean? I've
Right.
had a few bands that have been like 15 minutes in, I'm like, I can feel you guys aren't feeling it. You know, what's your band name? Where do we find your music? Fucking, we'll stop it, bud.
Yeah.
Other
That's
times
smart
we've
though.
talked for 2.5 hours sometimes, just battling with
Wow.
people, you know, so it's always
Right.
in the air. But on that note, you're where do we find you? You guys are everywhere, are you not? Pretty sure
Yes, we
you're everywhere,
are.
right?
Yes, YouTube, Spotify, what's the other ones? Apple Music, all streaming
Yeah.
platforms. That's yeah.
Bandcamp and stuff, you guys on there.
Um, I believe so. I haven't put in
Yeah.
a lot of effort in building up our band camp. Um, my
Well, you
main
got a
focus
lot of
has
shit
been
already on the go, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Right.
Um,
So,
our main focus, because like I feel Bandcamp is just like a whole other like beast, but like we have like
yeah.
other merch stores. It's yeah,
So
our main focus was the big ones.
what's the best spot where we can find you? Hollywood has the links ready to go in the title afterwards. So
Hmm.
the best link to find everything, like click on this one, it brings you to your merch. Like is it a web page or
We actually have a website.
oh
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm creeping it.
it's the same. It's just pistachiaofficial.com.
Perfect.
Um, yeah, same as our Instagram handle.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it
We'll
has
find it.
everything.
Yeah. Excellent,
Links
man.
to streaming and links to the merch.
I was gonna your merch. What do you guys have? Like t-shirts, mugs? Do you have
Yeah,
sweaters? Do you have these hats?
that'd be
All right.
sick. So
Yeah.
right now we have 2 shirts. Um, working on some more. But until I
Yeah.
get a confirmation, I don't want to like talk about it.
Nope. I hear you.
Um,
Okay.
but our one merch design that has done so well. Okay, so we were talking about like me being a woman in
Mm-hmm.
metal and whatnot. It's me as a skeleton on my bike running over metalheads.
No way. That's
There's like
sold, man. I'm buying
yeah,
it.
there's
All
like
right.
guts everywhere and like I still have my septum.
That's so cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. The artist Curly Swope is just a talented man. Um and it's almost like in a cartoon-esque style. It's
Yeah.
it's it is a beautiful shirt. I have one myself. Um
Hollywood's probably looking it up right now. No, that's cool. I love how the merch because that's how you support the bands. I know you can stream it a million times on Spotify and you make $10 or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? But I know
yeah.
every bit counts. But when it comes right down to it, buy the merch, buy the T-shirt, buy the CD, man, buy the fucking tape
Yes.
or the vinyl. something,
Mm-hmm.
stickers, even buttons.
Yeah.
You're right. So
Yeah, that
try to,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, that's what artists live off of now because of streaming services. But again, at the same time, streaming services are cool because it makes music accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of feelings there.
Yeah. No, I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully the money's going to be on stage again soon. And then
Yeah,
that will make my job easier to get bands and shit because you can make the money that way. Because, like you said, it's
right.
the streaming and stuff kind of really cut down your paycheck in that sense, right? So now it's up to your merch and the bar sales and ticket sales in that sense, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
now
And
something. Oh, go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say
No.
ticket sales too, like
Mm,
just people showing up to shows,
mm.
but being how great the metal community is, um, we uh, we get something,
Yeah,
Um, we usually get paid for shows, which I know that like at the level I'm at is not
deserved, of
often
course.
said. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
figured deserved for any artist in that aspect, right? Like
right.
I'll have
I
you on the
agree.
stage once, but if you fucking come and kind of blow it, then you just don't play next year or the year after on. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like you still
right.
always try to give someone that shot, regardless, right?
Exactly.
Because well, we'd all be nowhere if no one said, "Hey, I'll give you a shot."
Yes.
In that
And
sense,
it's amazing that like people like you are just able and willing to give people these opportunities because the it's
it's
not
not
enough
out
people
there.
want to. Yeah, yeah.
No, right? Like well the show, everything we do in the show comes out of my pocket for me working my day job. Shit, when we do have
Wow.
bands that come, I pay for that, or pay for your
Hmm.
food or your hotel or whatever the agreement is at the time, right? It's like holy
Right.
fuck. Right? But that's my
Right.
retirement plan, man. Eventually I'll just be touring with bands.
That's
uh,
amazing.
playing on my show. That's the dream, right? We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
I
get
love that.
land, to build the festival, and then I can have
Oh,
2 festivals, maybe 3 a year. Enough bands come and shit, right? Come and play,
right.
and then that's what I do. But
That's
we'll
incredible.
see.
I admire that so much. Like,
Oh, thank you.
props to you, man, for just keeping this shit alive and doing what you do?
Trying to, right? And
Hmm.
I never charge the bands $1 in that sense. Like, I'll post your
Wow.
music. Come on the
Yeah.
show. Let's talk about your music. Where are we
Right,
finding
right.
your music and shit? Like, not
Hmm.
a not $1 to you in that sense, like that. But
Hmm.
that's I know the struggle as a band, being an independent artist on my own too, right?
Right.
It's fucking hard, man.
Yeah.
Definitely not an
It's rough
easy
out here.
career, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So kudos to you for sticking with it too, man. Especially this day and age and stuff, right?
Yeah. Uh, but it's fun, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I love
Yeah.
it. It's rough, but I love it.
So with the love of our community, man, what are some of the other local bands that you listen to that we should also be fucking checking out?
Okay. So,
She's been waiting for this
pull
question.
out my list.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm just gonna be sporadic with it. So they're like
Uh-huh.
Massachusetts. I think I'm gonna say New England
Okay.
bands. Because again, I frequent New Hampshire, all of that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so first one that comes to mind is Bonginator. They're a death metal band out of Boston. Um, and then let's see, Cytokine. They're an amazing band out of New Hampshire. And actually, the guitarist of Cytokine um, throws festivals at his place, which is like amazing. He's like the reason why New Hampshire is
No way.
like this. He's great. His name is Rob, and I love him dearly. And then let's see, um, Nailed Shut. They're like a hardcore punk band from Boston.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Let's see. Uh, what is it? Survive the Sun. They're a deathcore band. They're amazing. Um, just literally so many bands. Oh, Spit. They're
Yeah.
they're
I've heard of
fronted by
them
a
now.
woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
sick.
recently too, man. Just recently someone sent them my way. I was like,
No
oh my
way.
God, fuck, I love this.
Liz, the vocalist, is literally the coolest and nicest person. So, she was like, after your set, because we played backyard festival together.
Hmm.
She was like, "Fuck you, I love you," like that. Oh, you did so good. You suck, but I love you so much. Like that weird little like. And I was
Yeah.
doing it too. It was so wholesome, and just like the fact that we were on the same page about each other as
Yeah.
artists, and as just people in general was amazing. Also, she makes a killer brownie. I It's a good note as well.
Those are my favorite. I love those
Yeah,
kind of
same.
brownies, man. Chuck in a pound
Yeah.
of butter, make a fucking.
I hear
Is
that.
it is it legal down there? Like weed and
Yeah,
everything now? It is, eh?
Massachusetts.
I know, like we just did it right across the board, one end of the board or the other, open up a fucking shop. But I know each state's slowly been different laws. It's legal, but you can't buy it at a store.
Decriminalize.
Or, yeah, it's like,
Yeah. No,
what the
Mass
fuck?
is like all good with anything. You can
Yeah.
grow up to 6 plants. Mass
Oh,
is
you can grow more plants than us. We're only allowed to grow 4 per household.
where
Yeah, I know. And they want you to
crazy.
grow it inside, though.
Oh, I didn't know that there was like a different like
Well,
law for.
if you grow it outside here, you're supposed to actually have a fence around it to where little kids can't get
Okay.
at it. So they've really been pushing the indoor hydroponics. But that's what they used to bust us for back in the day, was growing indoor, like
Yeah.
fucking, what do you want here, man? But
Right, right.
yeah.
It's a funny world we live in, but
Yeah.
no, Massachusetts is hip with it.
Yeah. Oh, it should be legal across the board everywhere, anyways.
I
Like,
agree.
right? And
Slowly but surely.
yeah, waking up with the fucking war is over, man. We're gonna do it no matter what, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah. So, but what was like some of you said you grew up classically trained in like opera and stuff for singing. So, like, what were some of your inspirations then? Like when you were that young and learning that style of music. A lot of people don't step back and listen to that either, even though it's fucking fantastic, right? Like,
Right. So I don't know specific opera singers by name,
yeah,
but what inspired me more than anything was Disney princesses.
no way, wow,
Yeah. So
that's
like
good to
Sleeping
hear actually,
Beauty.
because you hear so much shit. Oh, they're not strong enough. They're not this. They're not that. But here they are.
Hmm.
They inspired you to become a fucking heavy metal
Yeah.
singer. I'm like,
It's crazy, but no, they're the reason why I started singing. Sleeping Beauty,
yeah,
Once Upon a Dream. That's the first song I ever sang. I don't remember how old I was, like 3,
mm-hmm.
4, my mom said. But like
Just
she
pumping
sang in a
it
very
out, eh?
operatic style. Same with
Mm.
Snow White. Um, but yeah, no, it was really Disney princesses, and then Lady Gaga.
Yeah, yeah. She's always an influence somewhere with everybody almost, man.
Hmm.
It's weird. She's
Performance,
yeah,
aesthetic too, confidence. Just no fear, even if
yeah,
you are fearful. You know.
yeah. You get on stage and you're like, fuck
Yeah,
it,
literally,
right?
literally.
Kind of you gap out in that sense, but like, does it ever get easier? Because for me, it's always the same. Every time I step on a stage, it's always the same feeling. It's always that first day on stage. Oh man, you know. Does it still get to you now and again, or does it depend on the crowd? Or
No, it still gets to me. Like it's
yeah,
still hard. I think what makes it hardest for me is the fact that being that I am the vocalist, um, my performance, uh, uh, like if I do poorly, it'll make my band look bad.
yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
that's kind of true with the other members, but like for like me especially, like I'm the front man. But I still get stage fright, like crazy. But lately, I've been doing this thing where I tell myself that I'm great, almost like daily affirmations and stuff.
Yeah, look in the
I used to
mirror,
think
I'm
that was so
amazing.
weird. Yeah, I used to think like,
Yeah,
"What? No." But no, they, like, really work. Like, "You're good. You've done this hundreds of times. You're fine. You're gonna crush
yeah,
it," you know?
no problem. I say a lot
Yeah.
in my head every time, man. Even to come on this show, I'm like, fuck, I do all right, man. People
Mhm.
watch it. It's cool. Like
Exactly.
calm yourself
Exactly.
down, right?
And it's the last show, was my best performance, and it was because it was the first time, like, I did that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I will definitely be using that exercise again in the future.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Like it
Yeah.
does help though, like no doubt, Some days even before work, like, fuck, oh, you do good, man. It's all right.
Yeah.
Just get in the van, go to work, everything's
Yeah.
cool. Then you go and you
Because
fucking,
exactly, because before I would be pessimistic and negative, like,
mm,
you suck," or, like, I would tell myself, like, "You're the worst. You're not even a good singer. What are you doing?" But then I started
yeah.
believing that stuff more and more, so turn
Well,
that voice
eventually
off, you
you
know?
wake up and it's like the world's not against me, it's myself against myself. And once
Yeah.
you finish that battle and become buddies with yourself, the world opens up to you, man.
Yeah.
It's no longer dread and doom everywhere you fucking go. Like, it becomes
Yeah.
fun and happy everywhere you go, like because you're happy with yourself finally, like. And for me, music has always brought me to that spot. Like obviously for you as well,
Yep.
music has been that therapy in that sense, that
Mhm.
well-being or that guiding light in the end, right? So
Right.
what would be your like ultimate when you're like, we fucking finally made it? Like, is that every time you're on stage, or would it be like 100,000 people playing in the fucking grandstand or something?
For me, it's every time. Every time
Yeah,
we do a good job collectively, I'm like, "Hell yeah."
that was
You
it right
know?
there, right? Like,
Yeah,
I
because
hear that so
you
much. Nobody ever says, "Oh, a million people." They're always like after every show, basically. It's like with the crowd, we get better and better, and every show
Yeah.
becomes that was it, man. We fucking did
I'm
it.
I'm so glad to hear that that's, like, the majority opinion because, I
Mm.
mean,
It's
I don't
not
know, it's like,
selfish
why
to
if
think that. Like,
yeah, like, why like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, being a musician, you should be proud of the small victories because they add up, you know?
yeah, they do, and they become your empire in the end, or
Yeah.
say your wall of victory when you put up every place you toured, every band you've been with. It's like next thing you know, it's the whole fucking wall. You're like, oh my god, man, I've actually
Yeah.
maybe I have made it now. Like
Mhm.
you know, but it's a
Like,
humbling
motionless
feeling at the same hand. Like
yeah,
you look at that wall, you're like, wow, I can't believe we were a part of any of that, let alone all of that, right?
right, just taking it all in, all of your little victories, and
Mm,
because none of them are actually that little, you know? You played your heart out. Someone in the crowd, like,
yeah,
was interested, and that
most
it's
people
enough
are
for me.
saved by it in that sense. Like you got to think those are they're just like you down there. They're
Yeah.
no different than you or me in that sense. Like music has saved their lives, and now your people's lives. And so you're also just giving back to the energy that you were given when you needed it.
Yeah. That's the dream right there. That's it's what I
Yeah,
work for.
yeah, same in that sense. Like try to, strive for it anyway. Maybe my
Mhm.
festival will be the bringer of good news for everybody.
Yeah.
Still a couple years away from building that, but I'm working slowly. We got six bands on the stage here in October, right? We just did
Mhm.
three and then four of the last two shows, right?
Right.
Been getting there,
Okay.
slow and steady, right?
Yeah, but it's
Hopefully we'll.
happening, and that's what
It,
matters.
yeah, yeah, right. So, Well, I don't know, man. I got to work tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I could talk to you for another hour, though. I don't care, man. What else should we
Yeah.
cover tonight? Like,
Um, let's see. I
what else?
mean, I brought up the merch. I brought up the
Yeah,
single.
yeah.
I don't,
We
I
got
don't, I
that
don't,
rocking. We
yeah.
got us possibly a small little tour for local people who are
Yeah.
watching,
In
right?
the
So,
in the fall.
yeah.
Um, let's see. You met my
Next year,
dog.
October. Yeah.
Yeah,
We got
around
our
October.
show. Yeah.
Um, yeah, man.
How about
I
this
feel
then?
like
I'll ask one more question, man.
all right.
Dream stage, no matter what, it could be the fucking Death Star, it could be on the Star Aldrin, man. Like, dream stage, what would you play on then? Like, if you had your pick,
Hmm.
right?
So dream stage, dream stage, dream stage. It's not like a specific arena or specific venue.
Yeah.
Because like I'd play all of them, but I'd really love to open for Pierce the Veil.
Yeah.
Like like
Pretty
like
sick, man.
yeah. I mean, of course, it'd be too cool to like be the headliner, but
Yeah,
like
but
I
that's
think that would
pretty
be
cool though to
sick.
be like, I'd want to open for this band.
Yeah.
Most people are like, oh, I want to play on the Death Star or fucking,
Yeah.
like
Play on Grout Pond in Vermont on a floating stage. Yeah.
that would
Actually,
be
wait, that's
yeah,
cool
like
too.
that is pretty cool. That'd be second on
Yeah.
the list right now, right?
Yeah.
So we'll work with the first one, and then once that comes true, we'll work on the floating pond and
Right. Work on
get
it, you
all that
know?
rocking for you,
Gotta
right?
work up to it.
Yeah, yeah. I do. I want to thank you so much, man. Put a smile on my face and just shooting the shit, listening to your music. I'm gonna download everything you have tonight, so that's all I'm gonna play tomorrow.
Hell
So,
yeah. I appreciate that so much. You are
hey,
so fun
anytime,
to
man.
talk to. I've
Oh,
really enjoyed this. I really have.
well, I'm glad you did, man. I try to make all my guests feel comfortable. I don't have set questions. Everyone, I get the odd time. They're like, "What questions you gonna ask?" Like, I don't fucking know about. Like, we'll find out when we start talking. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so, but anytime, man, you're more than welcome. Anytime, even if you want to jump on it and talk to other bands with me, man. I'm cool. I'm down for that. I'm sure we can send you a bit of our schedule so you can see. Oh, I love this band. I'd love to talk with them. We'll pull
Yeah.
you in. You can be a co-host once in a while, man. Anytime.
Sweet. Hell yeah. I'd love that. I'm around. I'm
Hey,
here.
that's awesome, man. And I'll make sure tonight I send you the information for the October show. Just
Yes,
come be a
please. Thank
fan,
you.
check it out. Next
Yeah.
year, if you guys want, you're on the bill, right? So,
We'd be honored.
yeah, that'd be sick, man. So
Hmm.
always, once again, man, very special guest all the way out of Boston. Fucking tell us again, where do we find you? And band name, all that shit, and then we'll close it
Yeah.
out.
So we are Pistacia, and you could find us on all streaming platforms, especially our latest single, It Was the Cat. You could also check us out on pistaciaofficial.com, where you'll find links to everything you need. So,
Yeah, perfect. So I might actually share that video straight up on the page after this interview. That might be our very next post,
oh,
probably
sweet.
most likely. And then that way it takes everyone to that as well for you. But fuck, play it loud, play it loud, people, man. And Thursday night we have a double header, 9 and 10 p.m. So it might overlap. We might have a little cross pollination on Thursday. We'll see how that goes. But once again, man, it was an honor to have you on. It's so much fun, man. I'm gonna smile for days till Thursday now.
Sweet,
All right,
same.
so
Nice talking to
thank you
you.
so much. And play loud, play proud, baby.
Will do. You have a good one.